Hello, this is LinkedIn ads conversion tracking done by a professional. That is Max Sinclair, the guy sat in front of you. I'm going to do this super quick for you to make it as full of information as possible without wasting your time. Boom! If you enjoy this kind of stuff, please do look at the other videos I got, but that's the last thing I'm going to talk about myself. So let's go for it. This is where you get to it. So within the LinkedIn system, you go, obviously you have to have a campaign manager, etc., and then analyze, and then conversion tracking. So this is as of 2023 going into 2024. And if we can see that there's a random collection here, this is a random client who's got all sorts of stuff in place. So firstly, we've got conversions and then data sources. So data sources is the insight tag, is generally the data source. There is other stuff that you can do. So you can import offline data. So you can do all sorts of interesting, fun stuff there. But for now, let's just do create conversions, because this is the list of them. This tells you the value and some other nice information. And then let's do create conversion. So again, you can do offline or online. Offline would be connecting to CRMs, connecting qualified leads, other really interesting information like that. And then we've got online conversions. So this is where you can name it. Let's just make the simplest version for B2B, which is likely what you're going to be using LinkedIn ads for. So let's say inquiry form completion. Find the key behavior that you want to track. So we're going to call this a lead because they've completed an inquiry form. Set the value of the conversion. For us, it's pretty big. So let's just say that's Canadian dollars, but it doesn't matter. Let's say 1,000. Then the time frame for when the conversion can be counted. So I always suggest, I know that you want to be careful with this because you want to judge the performance of the ads and how good they are for you, but you also need to be careful to get as much data as you can. So we go for a 90-day click, and we generally stick actually though to a 7-day view. I think the view can become a bit too distorting in terms of someone who sees an ad and then, 2 months later they choose to go ahead and make an inquiry with you. I think that becomes a little bit too sparse, but for sure 90 days click. They have clicked on an ad, they've gone through, they've spent time on it, and then at some point they go ahead. And the other last and really, really important one here is select the attribution model. So this is the one that it's automatically set to. So if, for example, we have a top of funnel cold campaign and then we've got a middle of funnel remarketing campaign, and someone clicks on the cold campaign and then they go and click on the remarketing campaign, well, in this scenario, it means that each of those campaigns would get a conversion registered. So that can be good if you're just trying to get as much data as you can possibly get and you're not getting much at the moment. But the problem of that can be that when you're trying to judge how many leads did we actually get from LinkedIn, well, then this is going to make it seem much, much more. So the total quantity will be much higher. So more often than not, we set last campaigns. This is then you're selecting the campaigns to connect it to. So this is a slightly annoying thing I personally think with LinkedIn ads is that they make you do this. So you have to come in and select all of them, and it doesn't even let you select all at once. You have to come through here, make sure you click into the next tab, click, 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 all the way through. Obviously, these ones further back are old, dead campaigns, which don't even matter, but you want to make sure definitely get all of the active ones. You could do a filter, to be fair, to just active, and then that's a relatively shorter way of getting to it. And then this is how you actually register that. So you can manually do it. So firstly, you're going to want to have the insight tag added to your website. So this is nice compared to Facebook, I think, or Google. It shows you how to do that. Every page of the website, just read this, read the text. That always gives you a good secret hint on how to do things, is read the page.
That makes sense.
And then you insert this tag. It looks scary, but really all it is a bit of magic. So every time someone opens the page, this piece of magic waves its magic wand and sends information back to LinkedIn. That's the best way I describe it. Anything inside this script tag, that's JavaScript. So then you paste that inside here, and then that's that for this particular one. There's other ways that you can do this. So we've got page load or event specific. We've also got tag manager I'll go into in a second. But the most simple one that I would recommend you generally try to have is if people redirect to another page. So let's just say, for example, contains, this is the most simple version of doing it. So any URL that you have in your entire website domain that has a thank-u in it, and then all you do is say someone completes an inquiry form, you redirect them to a snowballcreations.com is my company, so snowballcreations.com/thank-you. So that's easy way of doing it, and it means that anybody that arrives at that page, you know that they've gone and completed an inquiry form because that's the only way that they get to that thank you page.
Oh, I see.
and so then you can complete this, and that's it. So that's all you need actually to do it. I'm not going to create because this is an existing client of ours. I'm going to press cancel instead. Oh, actually, before I do that, I'm going to show you Tag Manager. So this is the other path. So there is other options available, but Google Tag Manager is generally recommended by me because it's the biggest and most popular and got the best documentation and plays with others best. If you set up tags within Tag Manager, you can use those for LinkedIn and Google and other places. So it's a nice one to get everything done, but lots of others available. You can follow through these steps just the same. So there's the partner ID and then define your conversion track, all the same stuff basically. But Tag Manager is the other way of doing it instead of manually setting it up with the Insight tag. I personally often just use the Insight tag actually, but it depends on what your setup is with your website, how custom it is, and if you need developers to do things for you and things like that. Cool, let me click cancel. So there you go. So that is it. So again, the most important thing here is that you try to track everything. So not just the inquiry form, but maybe if you obviously have a book a call, you should track that. And also the steps before it are good to track. So within LinkedIn, within the advertising, looking at the campaigns, you can segment by conversion action. If you'd like me to do a video about that, let me know and I can talk to you more about the interface within the campaign manager. But ultimately, what matters here is you can split it up into two different types of conversion actions. So for example, if someone spends 4 minutes on your website, but they've not completed an inquiry form, well, that tells you something. That tells you that your website is good at capturing them to look at lots of information, but they're not actually going ahead and doing anything. So that's a signal that you need to change something in your website. Or maybe lots of people are clicking to the button to go and book a call with you, but then no one books the call. So maybe you've not got enough time slots, or the time slots aren't good for the people that are involved, or the title of your Calendly page is bad or something else. So this type of information is really helpful. So make sure you have those conversion actions as well as the complete conversion actions, like an inquiry form has been completed, and then you can segment by conversion action. I hope this was of use. I hope you find this helpful in your journey of LinkedIn ads. I really love LinkedIn ads. There's lots of other videos that I'll link in this description, and you can find on my channel around the LinkedIn ads topic, as well as Google, Facebook, marketing in general, discipline, organizing your business better. And otherwise, as I say, hope it's been useful, and I hope I see you in the next one.
Time, please.